Hey, back again, like, not long after the first one. That's because I forgot something. Oh, yay. Anyways, okay, so in my, like, a 10-minute update, I mentioned that one of the things I was doing tonight was sort of procrastinating by, looking at programming stuff, and I am in no way, shape, or form a programmer. Just to clarify, I am an art major. I have not ever taken a programming class unless you would count my one semester in high school of web page design. So that was working. I'm pretty sure we worked with HTML. Pretty sure. And we used Dreamweaver and whatnot. Anyways, it's been forever, and I don't even remember a thing from it. I wouldn't say I don't remember a thing, but I don't remember enough to actually do anything off the top of my head. I would have to refresh my memory. But in my video, I mentioned it was all hush-hush, because the thing is the reason why I'm looking into programming and trying to teach myself it is because my boyfriend pulled a fast one, and I'm gonna get him back, one way or another. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but one part of the way I'm gonna get him back is I'm going to teach myself programming, and I'm not gonna let him know. It's gonna be hard, but I'm not gonna let him know, and I'm just gonna be like, boom, programming knowledge, and he's gonna be like, whoa, when did you learn this? What happened? And so I feel sneeze. Goodness. Ugh. Anyways, long story as short as I can manage it. We both work for like a help desk sort of thing at our school for students and faculty who have problems with their computers and whatnot. We help them troubleshoot, that sort of thing. Anyways, we were given a assignment, I suppose you could say, just asked to read this page about some new policy, and email back the supervisor with a summary of the policy, so that he would know that we read it and understood it. Well, the thing that happened is I was working with the supervisor, and it was like the day after he sent out the email. I hadn't gotten a chance to go through and look more thoroughly at the policy to see what it said, and then to summarize and email him back. So he said, you should do that. And he's like, also, you should make it funny, because that'll make it more enjoyable for me to read. So I went into it with the plan of making a funny way of summarizing it, and I am last minute pulling up this email that I sent him because I didn't think about pulling it up. I just thought it'd be better to read it to you. This is a bit extensive because I was doing it at work. It took me a while because I wasn't doing just that. I was working as well and doing it when nobody needed help or a laptop or whatever. So, here is what I put, and I realized later that I had messed a few things up. I may tweak it a little bit as I read it, but otherwise this is what I put. Team 55/Help Desk Knowledge Base Paper Checking Policy Entire Policy. The rules of the paper checking goes as henceforth summarized. First shalt thou check the printers and copier. You shall check 3 printers and the copycat copier on the main floor, the one printer in the dungeon, and the 2 usual printers in the tower, as well as the Learning Studio's 2 printers of magical abilities. Then shalt thou check 9, no more, no less. 9 shall be the number thou shalt check, and the number of the checking shall be 9. 4 shalt thou not check, neither thou 2, excepting that thou proceed to 9. 10 is right out. Once the number 9, being the 9th printer, be reached, then signest thou the holy clipboard of timesheets with thy name, who dost thy job in thy sight shall be praised. But I digress. Thou shalt take paper from the cabinet. If thy supply runs low, thou shalt email thy supplier, Eric. Be thou certain to empty thy paper recycling bins by the printers and ye old copycat, using the bags of blue found near the loading dock. Then thou shalt take the bags back to the loading dock. Be thou sure that thou checketh the paper and bins at the times designated on the clipboard by Sir Alan of front desk. End ridiculousness face. So that was what I had sent him. And this wound up being longer than I had planned. Oh, 6 minutes already. Cool. Anyways, so I emailed that to him, and he thought it was hilarious. Because, I mean, it's a Monty Python reference. Not perfect. Best I could do in the amount of time, effort put into it, whatnot. I was just being absolutely ridiculous. I had flaws in that, obviously, and I didn't bother to take the time to iron it out because I didn't care that much. But I thought it would give him a laugh, and he would still know that I, knew what needed to be done. So I sent it to him, and he's like, "You are the winner." And he's like, I might even give a prize for the best one. And he's like, you won. However, he had not received an email from everybody yet. And my boyfriend was one of those people he had not received an email from. My boyfriend found out that I had made a hilarious one and that I was the winner. And so my boyfriend then proceeded to write a program in which it summarized the policy. And it, in my supervisor's eyes, beat mine out for the best. Did anyone bother to mention it to me? Nope. And I'm not terribly upset. I'm not like, anger. But, this gives me a reason to just be like, I'm gonna get him back. And so, I'm gonna get him back. And that's just the way it's gonna be. I'm going to teach myself programming and figure out something to do with it, whether it be something to actually do to him, to his computer, something to make him think he did it to mine, or just whip out some random programming knowledge and just be like, blah blah blah. I don't know yet, because I haven't looked into it very far. Variables. I don't remember what other specific things I read. I don't know. If statements. Sure, I don't know. Anyways, I have only briefly looked into it so far, and so my knowledge is still very limited. But I've already used a thingy to create some shortcuts with my keyboard. Some keyboard shortcuts. So, yeah. I'm gonna get him back. I will get him. And someday he's gonna see this, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, hey." Just kidding, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that's my much too long story about programming. And yet, I still tried to make it as short as I could. I fail at shortening stories, I'm so sorry. And here's another 10-minute video for you to maybe or maybe not watch. Like I said earlier, stay alive until you see me again. Bye-bye.